Hello everybody, Apophii here, and today we're going to be talking about Redstone. So since I'm restarting my Redstone series, I want to start with the very basics. What is Redstone? It's a question a lot of people have a hard time asking because they feel it's really obvious and they should already know the answer, but I think it's a really important question if we're going to get started on this. So Redstone is essentially Minecraft's electricity. It's useful for things like turning on a light, opening a door, or pushing something with a piston. There are, of course, many other things you might want to do with Redstone, but these are kind of the most obvious things. I want to differentiate right now between two terms that people use all the time, Redstone and Redstone Power. Redstone is the red stone, whether it's ore or dust or whatever else. When I say redstone, I mean the actual object, not the Minecraft electricity. For the electricity, I'll say something like Redstone Power or just power. You'll also hear the term redstone circuit. This comes from electricity, where you have a complete loop to do anything with electricity. In redstone, though, the power doesn't have to loop back to where it starts, but it's often called the redstone circuit anyway, just because of the terminology. So essentially, redstone comes in three forms. Redstone dust, which is technically just called redstone, but calling it redstone dust makes it less confusing. Redstone blocks, which are just compacted redstone dust. And redstone torches, which is the dust on a stick. So what is redstone power then? Well, it's the force that makes objects actually do things in the world, redstone devices. Redstone alone won't turn on a lamp, but power will. So power can be transmitted through a whole bunch of ways in Minecraft, just like in real life, but we're going to stick to the basics in this episode. Power through dust and power through blocks. All non-transparent blocks in the game, I'm pretty sure, there are no exceptions to that, meaning things that aren't glass, stairs, leaves, etc., in Minecraft can transmit power. They have three power states, and this is one of the things that is a little bit less commonly known. There is strongly powered, weakly powered, and not powered. Obviously, if you just throw any old block on the ground, it's not going to be powered, but it's the strong and weak that get people confused. Strongly powered blocks, like this one I've got here with a lever on it, have enough power to do two things. One, they do whatever function they're meant to do. Lights turn on, pistons extend, dispensers dispense, you get the idea. And two, they power any redstone dust or blocks adjacent to them. Weakly powered blocks, though, that are different, will do the function that they're supposed to do, but they won't power dust next to them. It's an important concept to know because strongly or weakly powered determines what activates and what doesn't. You don't want to set off TNT by accident when you try to turn on the lights. So where do we actually get redstone power? Well, some objects produce power all the time, like redstone torches or redstone blocks, but that might not be super useful. After all, like a door that's always open might as well not be there at all. You might as well just have a hole in the wall. So we have some devices, basic ways to create redstone power. We have a lever, sometimes called a switch, that can be turned either on or off. A button that turns on briefly, it's a few ticks, and then automatically turns itself off. A pressure plate, which turns on when there's something on it, and then turns off automatically when there's no longer something on it. Tripwires work very much the same way as pressure plates. And daylight sensors emit power when there's daylight shining on them. They can be right-clicked, actually, to turn into nighttime sensors, or some people call them moonlight sensors, and they work pretty much the same, but rather than detecting day, they detect night. So that's the end of our short, hopefully painless intro to Redstone. Obviously, this video is pretty basic, but it should help you understand the mechanics that I'll be using in the following Redstone videos. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them in the comments section. I'll absolutely do my best to answer them. And if you like the video, do me a favor and show it to a friend. Be like, hey, Steve, watch this video and stop sucking at Redstone. As always, thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.